Welcome to Fairfax with Fairfax. Follow us on our pilgrimage to the new world on YouTube, Keith Fairfax Comedy, Facebook, Keith Fairfax, and Instagram, Mr. Fairfax.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 2 of Keith and Cody. I guess we will eventually maybe try to find a name that is not just Keith and Cody.
Yeah.
You know, we can't do KC. It's just too. It's been done.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
No.
Yeah, well, we'll work on that. We'll work on that. But episode 1 hopefully went well. We were doing these back to back, so we'll
fingers crossed, toes crossed.
Suspend disbelief, and hopefully the first one went well.
I've heard of Hell's Kitchen, but we're in the basement.
Jesus. Oh man. So there's a ton of stuff going on the web. From everything from the crate challenge to I don't know if you saw. Did you hear about that? I know it happened a while ago, but it came on the news again. That family that found 1.2 million in cocaine on the beach.
On the beach.
If I found so it was 24 bricks. If I found 24 bricks of what looked like the best Colombian this side of the mighty Mississippi, I think I'm just going to keep walking on by.
I'm not crossing the path.
I mean, but you would be fine though.
I don't hit what?
You'd be fine.
That'd be easy to find online. Easy enough to find his address and his social security number and make him a little knock on his door and say, "Hey, heard you found some of my cocaine on the beach."
The only thing I'd want to do is that cop, like that 80s cop shit where you hit the switchblade and you stick it in the bag and you're like, yeah, this is pure Colombian cocaine.
Oh, you gotta lick it though first. The guy's gotta lick it.
Well, real cops don't actually do that because it might be poison and they die.
Yeah.
But I want to have the knife to do it and be like, yeah, well, put it in the blue solution and swirl it around and be like, yeah, Johnson, this is it.
No. Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't want the money. There's no reward. There's nothing.
There's a time where I feel like if I was young and dumb enough that I would just hit up like the local drug dealer and be like, hey, for $5,000, I got a whole bunch of bricks of cocaine.
Yeah. Like, I'll, why don't you come here and get it all? Alright? And then you sell it all. And then just give me like 5%.
Yeah, just give me like a,
it's
a
a
little
finder's
bit.
fee.
Right.
And
wind up in prison for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and don't write me a check.
Right. Just give me the 5, and I trust you to do the right thing with the rest.
Is there any way I can get some Bitcoin for this cocaine? Because I feel like that's the only way to go.
Yeah, I mean, to have your whole family up there, and it's like, hey, we found it, and it's like, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, they didn't lose all of it. Maybe that, I'm pretty sure they account for, like, the losses.
Was it like a runaway boat or something? Like, it had to have been something marine.
Like, whoever lost it, he's gonna die.
Oh, if he's not already dead.
Right, like, he's,
Yeah.
Because the only thing that helps him a little bit is, like, he told the truth about, like, he doesn't have it. Like, he didn't steal it.
Well, no, he was definitely dead. Like, to me, my thing is, like, that was on a boat. And so if he was running from whoever he was running from.
So if you're the drug lord, you would kill him for this mistake?
What?
But you don't put no merit in the fact that he was like, hey, I didn't.
If he comes to me, the drug lord, and is like, hey, I was just driving the boat.
No, the boat sank, and I swam to another, the thing that we used to carry the coke, and it sank. And all of it, I don't know where it went. The little submarine that we use. Damn.
That's it. What other way you've made way worse decisions than that before in your life if you're head cocaine guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're...
I'm saying, but you have to account for loss. I'm pretty sure there's some account for loss in a cocaine shipment.
Yeah, but
like we're gonna
$1.2 million worth? I mean...
But if you're shipping that much, I feel like you're worth like $50 million.
What is it? Hey, accountant,
so you're worth 100.
Had a little mishap here with the $1.2 million. You need to fudge some numbers around.
All right, but say if you're El Chapo. El Chapo's worth
you're probably
$1 billion.
Saying like 1.2 is like
just a
couple of grand or something.
Yeah, right.
To like the normal guy.
So
do you
kill your runner who's been?
It depends. Is he a part of the family? Is he a guy that's been working
your
here?
Cousin. He's your cousin.
He's my. I'm not killing family. I mean, I might have to make an example of him though.
A third cousin. Someone. He's
I don't even know third cousin. Bang, done. Everyone can. First of all, I need to have the rest of the team trying to find the shit. before family in Florida finds
Well,
it.
you lost it in the ocean. I mean, it's done. There's no finding ocean bricks.
How many years old do you think it is? Like, how long does this shit take to wipe up on the shore?
Well, it's not like you don't see Clarence loses 24 bricks. I mean, you don't know how long.
But that's what I'm saying. There might have been an unidentified gang shooting 10 years ago, and now finally the cocaine's,
I hear you.
getting onto the beach. Like, that's a tough one. First of all, I'll never be in that position. I'm too much of a nice guy.
Right, I'm too nice to be a drug lord.
know?
Yeah, I don't have
maybe
drug lord.
he scratched his arm on the boat on the way down or something. I'm giving him a Band-Aid and shit. I'm not worried about the 1.2.
Yeah, I get right.
That's it. You got to be ruthless in that situation, man.
Well, I'm gonna have a guy that does ruthless shit that I'm gonna
and
turn
not only
my
that,
back.
they only found 1.2.
I mean, it's like
How much more you think might have been on there that might hasn't?
Right. I mean, I feel like I want to believe that I would be the guy who would like take at least 2 bricks to like try to like
To redistribute in the community for a small profit.
No, I'm going to use it to boost social justice in my town, and then
I'm getting some Chick-fil-A. But like, no one's.
What if I gave a brick to the town and be like, hey, sell this brick.
This could be roads and infrastructure.
You want to make Stotsky great again?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. All right, so you give it to the people in our town that, remember, they don't get cocaine, they get money, right? So that's called tax dollars. So they're getting that without having to sell the dangerous product.
Because they're going to burn these bricks. You know what I mean? Like, meanwhile, you could sell them.
I mean, did you see how
make the money
the
back.
parking lots and stuff are going on Main Street?
Right, right.
Like,
they don't think like that, though.
No.
They don't even think like that.
No. So I'm staying the hell away from it. I might even find, usually the guy with the metal detector wants to be the guy that finds the shit. Right. Find one of them random guys.
My nerves are too bad for that. I'd be
come here, sir.
Sweating.
I'm not gonna. I have a sneaky suspicion that's a lot of cocaine washed up on that beach. And you know who found it?
You did.
You did, Bernard.
do what you do.
Yeah.
You know, you find
stuff. A hero?
Yeah. Finders keepers, baby.
Man, I know you got the shopping cart somewhere close to the beach.
He's ready for this.
You're ready for this.
I wonder how many people found something like that and did keep it. It had the come up of a lifetime.
Bro, I can go to the beach and lose my chapstick and not find it. Like,
Right.
Like,
People lose wedding rings and shit all, you know what I mean?
Stumbling across $1.2 million worth of fucking anything.
I mean, there's that family that found $100 million in cash and turned it in. Now, what if you find cash?
Okay, I'm going.
You're keeping the cash.
Tropical.
You find 2 duffel bags. I mean,
I don't know what to do or how I can mail it to certain places.
Like the last time you felt something that heavy was your equipment from PAL baseball and Flanders League football. You never played Little League?
I mean, Little League was just a bat and a glove.
I mean, well, I had like
you had a helmet and shoulder pads and all this stuff, and I felt like the bag was heavier.
Okay, I didn't.
I didn't play catcher or anything else like that.
Yeah, I played a couple of positions. I was what they call utility man out there.
Whatever the dude.
5 tool athletes with
large hole athlete.
But if I find $100 million, I mean,
I'm out.
I gotta take that. Turning it in. You mind?
I mean, are they marked bills? Like, I mean, I'm gonna go through the shit.
I'm gonna go through the shit too.
I'm gonna look at it.
But like, say there's a tracking device in there. So I mean, we watch a lot of movies, but say there's
a dye pack or something.
But that's from a bank. Well, it could be stolen money from a bank. You never know.
Yeah.
But then, how do you explain that the dye pack busts on you? How do you? Yeah.
I thought it was just something I found. How am I supposed to know it was a bunch of hundreds? Like,
I mean, I could quit work easily and just stay home until the shit. Like, how long does that shit take to get off?
Well, it's just immediately ruined.
Oh, the money, right.
The money, yeah. Well, it's not on you. What the fuck? I mean,
true.
You could have had a ballpoint pen get loose, you know? I mean, how many teachers at Riverhead had ink spots all over them? It's not because of dye packs going off. It's because he doesn't know how to use his pocket protector.
Yeah.
You know, but $100 million? What? I don't even need that much. I live somewhere cheap, live near the beach.
But I'm not turning any of it in.
No.
I'm not turning any of it in.
Drugs, yes. You can
have drugs. I mean, the drugs, you could. There's nothing I can do with it anyway, but be nervous. You know what I mean?
Or get the burner cell and just call and be like, bring the drug sniffing dog, and just hang up.
You buy a phone from the local bodega.
Next thing you know, you see the German Shepherd wired as fuck. He found it all.
It's like the fact that and I'd be pissed too if I touched it first, like the drugs, because it's like, because you don't know what it is, and you're just curiosity might get you, and you just like, it's not a horror movie where it's Jason. It's like, what are these strange plastic rolled uppy things?
Yeah.
I'm so curious.
They look like little pillows.
Yeah, like little pillows of the sea.
Yeah.
Sea pillows.
Little sea pillows.
It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm probably with a dog or something like that, and he's, poking around at it. Little Teddy's poking around at it. I'm like, hey, Teddy, quit it. What do you got there, buddy?
Yeah.
What do you got there? Huh? Get that out of your mouth.
I came down here to collect cans. Who did I know was going to hit the jackpot? Yeah, it's like, I came here for some returnables.
Oh, speaking of jackpot, did you hear about that lady that bought a scratch off at Gala-Fresh right down the road and won for $5 million?
No.
Yeah.
Gala-Fresh,
right here, Gala-Fresh right here, a $5 million scratch off.
Come on, man.
I was when my sister
That's the
showed me
last
that.
gift King Cullen left that place.
Seriously, it's like I don't get that lucky.
I never.
Have you ever won anything?
The opportunity to live today, I guess. I don't.
I hate those people who really say that for real.
I mean, every day is a gift to me.
I woke up breathing and thank the Lord.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well,
I have not won many things. I mean,
like a sweepstakes.
You just won something on Friday.
I did. I won the. As a matter of fact.
Oh, we're gonna do show and tell.
I'll show it in the next one. Yeah,
Yeah.
seems right. Then getting up right now. And
Save the show and tell for episode 3.
Yeah, I'll save my Smiles Delph outing gift. The unraveling.
Yeah.
I'll call it the unraveling.
Unraveling or
unveiling?
Unveiling.
Unveiling.
Yeah. It's on a scroll.
Very true. Yeah, very true. The 100 million I'm keeping, the drugs I'm giving back.
The drugs I'm not even being.
Yeah, I'm not even. Yeah, I don't want any part of the drugs. Yeah, I don't
want nothing to do with it.
I'm in my head. If I touch it first, I'm gonna do what I've seen in every crime. I'm gonna take some seaweed and try to rub off my handprint.
Well, and the same thing too is once again you go back to the movies. It's like oh yeah, and local guy finds 100, and then it's like then you to the guy and goes I'm gonna kill him. You know, like it's like I'm not for what. A fucking Amazon card? What are they gonna give you?
Yeah, I don't think you get a reward. Right, yeah. I don't think you get a
get your
reward.
name in the paper.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, now it's like, how do you feel that? It's like your face is on a dartboard and the guy's just throwing it at them.
And it's like, I don't even think they get you a free beer in your town.
No.
It's like did you see that I
still
found?
have to pay a cover at Applebee's tonight?
Right.
Damn
It's like, hey, did you hear Ralph found 24 keys, 24 bricks of cocaine? It's like, huh?
He's tap dancing on them like Gregory Hahn.
Right. It's like, cool.
Yeah. I was like, and then you see the one guy who finds it's like, where are you going, sir? I'm going to get all the cut shit. I'm gonna cut this down, I'm gonna bake it up. Like making a couple of pies.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Man, too risky. Too risky. Yeah.
No, take the cash and go.
I'm trying to think if I ever won one of these. I won like the roll of the day at Diggers.
That's huge.
I won that for a couple bucks. My sister wins a lot. My sister wins TVs and all types of shit. Yeah. I never.
My brother's a good scratch off guy too.
Yeah, I never win on scratch offs. $1.
I won an NCAA tournament pool. I won the final one time.
How much was that?
It's like $1,400.
Nice. Okay, that's a nice come up.
You know, one thing that restaurant people will do. I didn't walk away with no $1,400.
Right. You had to get back.
A lot. You know, and that's something these restaurants be doing these things and.
There's that one that has the huge jackpot. What is it, Wading River?
I don't know, but
like
just remember,
grand.
tip the people.
Right.
The whole people.
I tip 10% back. I tip 10% of it back too.
Yeah, I think I was like 20, 30, 40. So you gotta.
Yeah.
It's free money for you.
Right.
You know, like you gotta look. And there's a lot of people that helped. And there's a lot of times you went to that bar on the middle of a Saturday night, and you said, "Hey, I know you're 3 deep, but let me get the board."
Right. And I give the bartender 100.
Yeah, at least.
At least I'm relative. Then I actually split this between the rest of you.
I'm not, and once again, not trying to point at you as with the
person. No, I'm just saying.
I've seen in the restaurants I've worked at, and there's multiple of them.
Right.
People literally coming, I'm here for my envelope.
Nothing. I'm talking for NCAA. I'm talking for all of the brackets.
And I'm talking about people's faces when you just walk away. Like, I know your ears are ringing. You ain't even made it through the door. People are already talking shit about you. Like,
That's crazy.
We don't like those people.
Right. No, you're right.
Man, take your ass to fucking whatever, the little app on here.
Right.
You know, do your betting that way.
But to me, that's why you shouldn't allow people who don't actually come there to do it. Like, you should be not a regular, but you should be. People should know you.
Chipped on the roll of the day, didn't
Right?
you?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, that's the whole thing. And you probably bought around.
Yeah. Met everybody around.
You know, go get your money at 12 o'clock. Don't have to buy many people around.
Right.
Well, it depends on the place you go to, but like, it could be some sad noon drinkers, but
everybody's pissed at you, like, fuck, you won. Damn it.
Let me get Rachel's panini over there. Like, I got that, you know?
Don't worry. Like, what you win? I'm like, it's a Miata. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, that's huge.
Right.
Winning, you know, you don't go and tip the gas station guy you got the scratch off from, though.
No.
Although there might be a story. Whoever it was might have a story.
My ex would tip the gas station guy. I hated that shit.
Like for pumping gas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I mean, a lot of women tip like the dry cleaner guy. Or
Yeah,
woman.
I can see that.
Tip for. I mean, I
paid
paid for the service. I don't
So
understand.
my thing is like we had a guy when I was doing cars that used to come in here. He used to give you a bag. He used to come 2 days a week, and you didn't have to do anything besides.
Well, that's different. That's different. Yeah.
Next thing you know, your clothes are in your car. I mean,
yeah.
I don't necessarily think I tipped him like at the end of the year.
Right.
But because the money that I was spending every week was ridiculous.
Like I tipped the mailman, the garbage guys. You know what I mean. But the gas station guy, I just it never even dawned on me.
Yeah.
It never even dawned on me.
I mean, he's lucky if I'm not talking to him with the window up.
Right. Yeah. It's like, then he gives you the hard knock on the door. It's like easy. Yeah. Easy. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, my car doesn't have a gas cap too. It's like sometimes it's funny to watch. I'm surprised, bitch. I got that.
I don't think that's safe.
Apparently, it's safer.
There's no way it's safer.
Apparently, because it's always closed. There's like a little lever. You push it in from the end, and it's always closed. Your check engine light doesn't go off for a faulty gas cap.
I mean, you're lucky this isn't the early 90s where stick-up kids would come and siphon your gas out.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess, I don't think I can lock it. I don't think
maybe. Yeah, I forgot you could, when your car locks, you might.
Yeah. It just, hopefully you don't know how to push it in.
Well, this looks like the car. Pry it open.
Yeah. Yeah. I can smell the gas. He doesn't have a gas cap.
Is that 87?
Yeah, I mean, gas is $3 a gallon. It's not $5, so, we're not in those days.
Right, very true. Very true. Gas is skyrocketing.
It's on its way up.
I mean, jeez. I mean, I use BJ's gas anyway, and there's no self-service there, so, and then it's...
No. Wait.
I mean, it's all self-service. I'm sorry. It's all self-service. There's no full service. There's no full service there.
Yeah, you used to have the Costco one.
And not for nothing, the two people that work in that booth not really that friendly.
No.
Not really that friendly.
Yeah. It was like, I gotta put 20 on it. And it's like you're paying cash. Like, what the fuck you paying cash for?
Then I'm like, oh, my card is I forgot to bring my.
Or when they're like this too, it's like they're just playing on their phone.
Yeah.
What?
And I looked to the side. I was like, you're playing Candy Crush. You're playing an old ass game. Pick your head up.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing. It's like the people at the gas station, but like after it's closed, and you gotta like, I need a pack of cigarettes, and you gotta go through that funky mail slot.
Well, they don't want to get killed from. Yeah, I get that. I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. What are you gonna do? People stuck in the booth.
Well, now I feel like buying some scratch offs because that lady won.
But that's the whole. It's like burning money for me.
Well, whenever the jackpot gets above like a wild amount, I invest.
Yeah, of course.
I call it an investment. I'm investing in my future.
The same thing. The office pool where everyone throws in 20, and it's just like we went and bought $300 worth, and we all got fucking nothing.
We all got nothing.
It's like. But it was good teamwork getting it together, and then Sue was the one that made all the photocopies, so everyone had the numbers. So we just all couldn't run away. Yeah. Nah, man.
It's like I just like 2 years ago figured out how those like. The number of pools works. I was just like, so it has to land on my number, and then on top of that, if it ends the quarter, I win double money. I just always feel like I'm getting jerked. I'm just like, there's so many ways when there's 30 ways to win money, like in the large like diggers ones, the NCAA ones. When there's 30 ways to win money, it's like so if it just lands on it briefly once for a second, I win money. Yeah. Then if it ends at the end of the quarter, I win money, and then
They used to have pools too, where if it was if your box was touching the box, you used to get a cut of it too. There used to be ones. I'm not that it was at theirs, but I've seen them.
I mean, that doesn't even make any sense. My
they're
box
just
is
trying to
touching
get
your box.
what they're trying to do is they're trying to up the odds so everyone gets a chance of winning some money, but the chance of winning a lot of money
is now taken off the table.
Correct. It's a lot more spread out.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, but I think I would. It's like, do you want the shotgun blast or the money or the snipe with the big money? It's like, I don't win either.
Right. So I feel like it really get immersed in the rules, and it's like, I know I'm not going to win.
Yeah.
I try to have
what I'm doing here.
I try to have that attitude of I'm not going to win anyway, so I'm not disappointed.
Yeah, and the pool that I won, the same thing. It was every game in the beginning, 64 games. I didn't hit a single fucking box until the last one, which is the one you want to hit.
Right.
You know, but I mean, there was other people that murdered me in the amount of money that I made just because they hit all the other ones. You know,
right. I was in the crafted one was like, the craft D one was you had to end the quarter with it, and all the way right up until the end of the quarter, of halftime actually, I was golden to win, you know, the halftime amount, which is a good amount. The halftime amount's a good amount.
Yeah.
And I want to say it was like a safety or something right after that. And I was just like, you never curse a guy.
Yeah.
Like when they get a safety or some silly shit. It's
Lord, take his Achilles tendon away from him.
I always get a friend of mine, like when he loses money on like NCAA games, he'll DM players and like threaten their lives, like you fucking pussy. How could
Wait
you
till that player comes to the door.
I mean, it's pretty wild, like to send them death threats through like DMs because how could you? Especially kickers. Kickers get it the worst.
Oh,
you got one job. You got one job.
I felt bad too. You know, same thing. I watch all that soccer, man. It's like those 3 black guys missed those penalties for England.
Oh yeah, so
and I'm talking about their parents and family was in their DMs hating on them. Like they turned around from it being like this great thing the country got this far to
bad. The racism over there is crazy too.
My
they go straight to like the monkey and shit like that. Yeah. They go real.
Next thing you know, they got the monkey, you know, hanging with it's just not nice. Like,
it's pretty wild. I was like, wow, that racism is so, but it's almost like behind the times racism. Like,
but because that's what they're in buildings from 1400. You know, it's like, how do you gotta get with it?
Yeah, crazy.
I mean, and they literally promote so much on no racism, no this, and then it's just like
first thing that happens.
Look, the guys are like putting their cigarettes out on the sign on the way in. Like it's just
throwing bananas on the field. Wild craziness.
Just very disrespectful.
And your favorite sport too. It's your favorite
not my
sport.
favorite. It's definitely
to watch.
Not necessarily. So it's more community. Like the people like live there. Like it's so much closer together. Like. You know, there's nowhere unless you go into the city like a stadium. Like there's a 70,000 person stadium, a mile and a half from another 70,000 person, which is another mile and a half from another. Like
those O2 arenas and stuff like that.
Imagine if like 7 NFL teams were in a 10-mile radius. Like it just it's not like it's just different. And you know, I get that it's on earlier in the morning. You play 45 minutes, you have commercials, you play 45 minutes.
Well, 45 plus, you know, that's another thing I like about soccer. You don't know how much time is actually left at the end of the game. It's like, oh, then we got mystery time. It's like, I hate mystery time.
Yeah, but the last 2 minutes of a football half or game can take an hour.
You know how much time you got left? No, it's not a mystery.
No, you don't.
It's not a mystery.
Technically it is because we don't know how many timeouts they're gonna call.
Well, listen,
how many?
The only way it matters if you say, "Honey, I'm gonna be home in 15 minutes." It's only it's the last 2 minutes, then you can get stuck for 45.
I get what you're saying, but I mean, that's all up to discretion. It really doesn't go crazy like that. But I like it. It's definitely something that I wish I would have gotten into earlier. It's passion, man. Those guys sing songs. You know, the fans, they sing songs the whole game.
I mean, I don't want to be a part of that.
Not necessarily. I don't even want to really. I'll yell and scream and stuff like that. But like, think about how much time we spend at the concession stands.
True.
There's 45 minutes of non-stop football game. You know, I mean, how many times you bring your girl or something else like that, and it's just like, oh, did you see that?
She's in the
they
phone.
Just was going like it just because it's so much stop and start. Whether it's baseball, football, or the like, it's so much stop and start. I think it's just different.
Well, basketball's pretty free flowing. I mean,
yeah, for the most
yeah,
part.
it's pretty free-flowing.
But same thing, you get lost in that too.
Yeah.
Free throws and
I mean, soccer, you would get lost in the boredom of them not
in the
scoring.
and not knowing what it is.
Right.
If you don't have like a healthy knowledge of what it is.
Offsides and stuff like that. Like, why are they losing? Like, why did they stop the ball?
Yeah, and it's tough.
Why doesn't one guy just hang out next to the goalie and they take it to him? It's like, well, there's rules for that.
Yeah. It's
Well,
definitely cool though.
We're pushing the time right now, but this is the second episode. We talked a lot about nothing.
And let's hope it recorded again.
As per usual.
Yeah.
So this is Keith and Cody signing out, and hopefully we will see you next week. All right.
Appreciate it.
Have a good one.